Imagine being at work someday, right? And someone just comes up to you and it's like, hi, can I give you a nose job? Can I liposuction that double chin? Do you need a breast lift? Would you like a BBL? Very strange. Now, a lot of people might say yes, and there's no shame in wanting surgery or anything like that. But the issue here would be a complete stranger coming up to you out of nowhere and offering to improve your looks without them knowing you have an insecurity about. Maybe you don't have an insecurity about it, right? So, watch this.
I have a question. Can I fix your teeth?
I've been looking for somebody to do so.
I do that so good.
Oh my god.
I'm dead serious.
I'm serious too.
I fucking would slay that.
Please, because I've missed 2 teeth. But
I know, you missed your laterals, or your canines grew and like have had to be shifted into their space, and it just is not like ever gonna look good.
Yeah, I would love that. My brother's been doing the process for like 5 years.
Fuck that.
Exactly.
I got you. Yeah, write it down. Yeah, write it down.
Let me write it down.
One is Dr. Kenny Smiles. Dr. Kenny Smiles.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, we'll see you soon. Bye. That's gonna be fucking awesome. I'm excited for her. Oh, she was so happy. So I decided to turn my car back around because I got a little bit more of a surprise in store.
So you may be familiar with this guy and we'll touch on him a little bit later, but I just want to talk about this situation, right? Pulls up at Starbucks, someone's working there, just doing their normal day, and out of the blue, he's like, can I fix your teeth for you, right? It's kind of rude, right? Now, first time I watched this, I was like, oh, that's great. They're gonna have their teeth fixed up, whatever. Then I watched it again, I was like, no, wait a minute, this is fucking weird. It's this person's job, right, to fix people's teeth, and he does do it for free for some people. I think he's going to offer it to this person, but at first he just says, I'm gonna fix them for you, which can be really expensive, right? It's a really expensive thing. So the person working at Starbucks is like, oh, great. And you can see it's kind of like a bit of a forced smile, maybe, in my opinion, because they're working customer service, because they have to be friendly. They have to be nice. I just think it's awful. I know it's their job, but it's awful to just go up to someone and assume they're not happy with the way they look, right? It's like when psychic mediums go up to people in like grocery stores and be like, I have your dead mum here. She wants to talk to you. Some people don't want to know about that. Imagine like you're just sitting somewhere and a hairdresser comes up to you. It's like, oh, your hair's shit. Can I fix it? You'll be like, wait a minute, you know? Okay, let's carry on.
So I decided to turn my car back around because I got a little bit more of a surprise in store for her. It's not your birthday? I think today's your birthday. Here it comes. Where the fuck is she going? I already drove through the line once and told her I could fix it, but I wanted to drive through it again and actually surprise her with telling her I'm not going to charge her for it.
Okay.
But I don't know if she's still here or not. I was here 5 minutes ago.
Is that you that had the camera out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why she didn't come back over there.
Yeah, that's fine. It means she doesn't have to accept it. I was just going to offer it to her.
I'll let her know, so next time you come back by, she can maybe try you. Okay, cool.
So that's cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to impose.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Epic fail. Yeah, I don't get people. She would not come to the window, and her boss came instead. Sometimes if the camera's out, something good might happen. It's not always bad. Well, you snooze, you lose.
Put your fucking camera down while you're driving. Anyway, let me just break down some of the things he says at this point, right? Because it's actually kind of annoying. One thing which didn't trigger in my mind is that he pulled up with the phone or the camera. It must have been like this. I'm in the car window. Hey, can I fix your teeth? That's kind of annoying. You're at work and you're just doing work things and someone pulls up filming you, right? Let's listen and break down this clip.
Where the fuck is she going?
Where the fuck is she going? Away from you and your camera.
I already drove through the line once and told her I could fix it, but I wanted to drive through it again and actually surprise her with telling her I'm not going to charge her for it.
Okay.
But I don't know if she's still here or not. I was here 5 minutes ago.
Is that you that had the camera out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that you that had the camera out? They've obviously mentioned that they weren't comfortable. They were like, some guy was filming me and offered to fix my teeth and kept smiling like this. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. And it obviously made them feel very, very uncomfortable. This is why you don't just pull up at people's work and film them and point out what you consider their flaws.
That's probably why she didn't come back over there.
That's probably why she didn't come back over here. There you go.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, she doesn't have to accept it. I was just going to offer it to her.
I'll let her know, so next time you come back by, she can maybe fight. Okay, cool.
So that's cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to impose.
I didn't mean to impose. This person's like a doctor, I think, maybe, or like a really good dentist, whatever. You should know about privacy, client confidentiality. We all know where she works now. It is quite imposive. You're imposing on someone if you pull up at their work filming them for your content. And yes, he was going to offer free teeth. Still imposing.
Wrong. Epic fail. Yeah. I get people. She would not come to the window, and her boss came instead. Sometimes if the camera's out, something good might happen.
Not everyone. People need, there's something about TikTok content creators where they just like, they feel entitled that they can film anything and anyone whenever they want. Legally, yes, you probably can. Morally, fucked up morals.
Not always bad. Well, you snooze, you lose.
So he ends that on, you snooze, you lose. No, that if anyone who ignores this man is winning. We'll talk about why. This is Dr. Kenny Smiles, as you probably heard. He is a TX dentist. I guess that means Texas dentist. And he is known for doing like teeth makeovers and stuff like that. He often does it for free for people who really, really need it, who really want it. And sometimes he does like competitions. Let me just show you some of these comments, right? The top one, you just need to do a little search on Dr. Kenny Smiles. Someone says, oh my God, that's my sister. I'll show her this video. It probably isn't. And someone said, oh my God, please don't. So many people warning in the comments of him not being good. His behavior at the end because they didn't bow down to his Royal Highness is awful. Please look into him. He's not a good guy. Don't let her go. Someone says, I would absolutely cry if someone said this to me. She was probably humiliated. I feel so bad for her. I agree. Oh yeah, and then he says, they're not ever gonna look good to her. Sorry. It's just awful and horrendous. And I know he's coming from a professional standpoint, right? But it's something you can't fix. Imagine being absolutely fine with your face. Someone comes up to you, can I fix your nose for you? Because it's never gonna look good. Come on. Like people are saying, it does just take a few little searches to find out who he is. I'm gonna link a video down below because I have watched a deep dive into him recently. Let me just give you like a breakdown. I'm not gonna have a breakdown. I'm gonna show you why this guy is pretty bad. Well, this guy's gonna show you.
Let's talk about the Dr. Kenny Smiles drama. Basically, Dr. Kenny is a dentist that has a large following online. A few weeks ago, he made a post saying that he's recording a show where he gives someone a life-changing smile and he asks that people send in applications. So if you needed some new teeth, basically what you had to do was submit a video showing your smile and telling your story, and you could potentially get selected for a new mouth. People saw this and started posting videos using the hashtag and all that stuff. One of the people that submitted a video was this woman here. And to better her chances of winning the contest, she also sent him the videos via Instagram DMs. After sending the videos, someone from Dr. Kenny's team responded and said, thank you for your video. I will pass this along to Dr. Kenny. She's like, wow, thank you so much. 4 hours later,
this is something he does a lot, right? Send your videos, send pictures of you and stuff like this. You'll see why he wants to see pictures of the people.
Dr. Kenny responds, I guess they just handed the phone over to him and is like, what's your address and phone number? Saying that he's gonna choose the top 50 by making some personal trips out to meet some of the people. Then he's like, can you
please send me 10 more pics of your size and shape and stuff like that, because this show just ain't about teeth. Clothing optional.
It all kind of speaks for itself, and I did some research, and the guy has a checkered background, to say the least.
So you're entering this competition to have your teeth fixed, right? And if a dentist is going to do it, it's like, can you let me know your size measurements? Your size measurements. Like your body measurements. The fuck has that got to do with your teeth? The guy's a pervert, that's why.
I got $15 saying that he's gonna come out and say this wasn't him, it was whoever's running his Instagram account. The guy running his Instagram account is honestly probably just him pretending to be a guy running his Instagram account.
Someone on the social media team went rogue.
That's the excuse I think he's gonna try and use.
So this isn't like a lone situation, right? This individual as well, who was truly at a point of like, you know, I need my teeth fixed, it's ruining my life, I hate them, entered this competition.
I hate talking about this so much. This video is for Dr. Kenny's.
So they sent it to this doctor, what's his name, on different social medias, and he obviously then follows her, right? She says, oh my gosh, you followed me, does this mean you saw my auditions on TikTok and my other Instagram? And he says, yes, I saw it. I'm so happy you saw it, sorry I'm an ugly crier. Just wanted to have sex with you, it's fine. This is why people were saying not to go with this guy. Imagine you're reaching out to this dentist to fix your teeth, a life-changing thing for some people, and you're really distraught in your audition, and then they reply, they see it and they reply and they follow you. You think maybe you've won, maybe you have a chance of getting your teeth fixed, and then they're like, oh, I just wanted to have sex with you. So, okay, so he may have this argument that it's not him in his messages and somebody is like, you know, doing all this stuff behind his back. Watch him. Watch the way he talks to people.
Now I'm crying, miss.
Yeah, now you're all flustered, like we just or something. Why are your teeth so ugly? Yeah, my work is nice. I make really ugly girls pretty. Damn. Smell real big? Yeah, that's kind of scary. What kind of boyfriends do you get?
Boyfriends?
Do you have a boyfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend?
So just go, you can see that person's like, what the fuck? When he asked that question, like, imagine going to the dentist and like, what kind of boyfriends do you get? Dr. Kenny Smiles gives employees adult toys, all female, including his own daughter. She must be devastated. So he may have excuses, right? Which I think he actually does. Again, watch that thing down below. But visually, we can see this is the way he talks to people anyway.
I don't know how, but it keeps getting worse. Another verified patient of Dr. Kenny has reached out to me to share her excruciating encounters with Dr. Kenny that resulted in her needing surgery by a cardiothoracic surgeon to remove dental fragments from her lungs. I'm keeping this woman's identity concealed, similar to the other victims that we've talked about so far. This young woman flew out to Texas to have her teeth done by Dr. Kenny in August of 22. Unfortunately, but not shockingly, her first appointment was nothing less than traumatizing. During her appointment, Dr. Kenny's staff, overseen by Dr. Kenny, did mold impressions of her teeth, and they left the mold in her mouth for 10 minutes until it was hardened. When staff went to remove the hardened mold from her mouth, it broke apart inside of her mouth, and this young woman breathed in a fragment of this broken off mold, causing her to aspirate. Dr. Kenny and his staff were all aware that this woman was choking and had reason to believe that there was a broken off piece of the mouth impression stuck in her lungs. But Dr. Kenny and his staff chose to do nothing. No x-rays, didn't send her to the ER despite the fact that she had just aspirated and was in discomfort. They just proceeded with her teeth. Now, this is where we're going to get into some text messages between this young woman and Dr. Kenny. After her appointment, the two took a photo together with her temporary teeth, as Dr. Kenny does with many of his patients. But Dr. Kenny asked this young woman to send the photo to him, likely an attempt to get her personal phone number. This young woman sent the photo to Dr. Kenny's cell phone, and he later responded with, "Damn, you're hot as F." She did not respond to this, and then Dr. Kenny messaged her later saying, "Hey, just wanted to check on you, see how you're feeling." She did not respond till the next morning, but she was saying she was feeling all right, just some inflammation and discomfort. He then responded with a smiley emoji and then asking if he could push her 8 a.m. appointment back to 8:30 instead. So this was the day after her first appointment, and she was going in to have her teeth looked at to make sure they were all good before she got back on a plane, and then she planned to return for her permanent.
So this is his private personal number. So it's him.
obviously. Then Dr. Kenny said, if I get a undressed photo, I can wake up a lot faster, winky face. She did not respond to any of this, and he just later responded saying, I'll see you at 8. After these 2 initial appointments, this young woman flew back home waiting for her permanent teeth to be ready. During this time, Dr. Kenny was sending her a lot of unsolicited messages, including unsolicited videos of him playing with his manhood and just weird videos of himself. I have all the receipts, but I'm running out of time. Go to part 2.
I'll leave that link down below so you can go to part 2. Listen, now he doesn't act like this with all his clients, especially the males.
I can fix that.
Awesome. Hell yeah. Winning. Yeah, it's awesome.
How long you been here?
60 days.
What happened to your teeth?
They've been knocked out. They removed a bunch of them, but they've been knocked out.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
From a bite or for what?
Yeah, biting, accidents.
Yeah. How has that affected you to get clean?
It's hard to get a job.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
Any wife, kids?
No, sir.
Never?
No, sir. I mean, I've had a wife. I have 1 son, but they're not around here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where did they live?
My son lives in Arkansas.
Okay. Do you see him very much?
Nope. He's 19 months old. I have only seen him 1 time.
Now, before we get into the rest of this, if it was somebody who was taking his phone and like messing around and all this kind of stuff, you would think it would happen to all the clients, right? And we have seen how quickly it happens. Somebody sends a picture and he's like, wow, you're hot as fuck, or I just want to have sex with you, literally within like the first 3 messages. We see the messages between him and this guy. Let me just stop right there. Nothing like it. Not anything like it. He's just really being sentimental. Promise, you know, you'll connect as a dad to your son and I'll do it for free. So the guy, all he has to do is improve his life and the women have to send nudes. This guy is an overall douche. Like I said, I will leave some like more in-depth things about him here on YouTube down below in the description box. I 100% recommend you go and check it out. I just thought that whole situation was just out of order and weird. Let me know what you think down below in the description box and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.